There are a lot of medical conditions we may associate with children. Having a stroke typically isn't one of them.
Well, tonight you're going to meet a 17-year-old young man who is all in on his recovery from a stroke he had 7 years ago. And we're also going to show you how the therapists at LifeScape are helping him along the way. Spend just a few minutes with Emmett Kiel and you will quickly come to understand that he is one of the nicest, most respectful young men you could ever hope to run into.
He's just been a really hard worker and is determined to make progress himself.
Alethea Hoekstra is a physical therapist at LifeScape. 7 years ago, when Emmett was 10, he had a stroke and came here to LifeScape to relearn most everything he needed to live his life.
He had to learn how to do everything over again. He had to learn how to talk, how to walk, do everything for himself.
It is a daunting task for anyone, let alone a child.
We didn't know what sort of permanent damage had been done. We didn't know if he'd ever walk or talk again. We didn't know how long he'd be here.
Crystal Kiel is Emmett's mom. She has been right alongside him on this path towards healing and determining what he will and won't be able to do in the future. They focus, as you might imagine, on what he will be able to do.
I could have dealt with him always being in a wheelchair or never walking again, but I really wanted him to be able to communicate with us and use his voice.
Now, 7 years after his stroke, Emmett is back at LifeScape to continue his rehabilitation. And yes, he does have a voice.
Trying to make the most of it by making it a game or just me trying to push through.
He is back at LifeScape now because he just had a planned surgery on his legs, with the end result improving his overall mobility while continuing his walking therapy. It is not easy. His legs work better than they did, but make no mistake, it's not easy. In fact, it hurts.
So far, so good. It's still a bit painful, but I am making progress.
Progress is important to Emmett. Alethea Hoekstra says as Emmett's therapist, she is in awe of what Emmett has done and what he continues to do.
I don't think I've ever met another kid as determined as he is. He literally sets his own goals. He says, today I'm going to walk this far, and then he goes out and does it.
Emmett's mom, Crystal, says what is happening here at LifeScape with her son is preparing him for a future life that she wants him to have.
We want him to be as mobile as possible. That way he can be more employable. He can have the job he wants. He can go to college and lead a normal life.
Emmett could complain about all of this, but he doesn't. He has an amazing attitude of gratitude.
LifeScape is a great place for all kinds of children to grow and rehabilitate, and it has left a huge impact on my life.
Very good young man there. We learned that Emmett makes his rehab sessions fun by playing pranks on LifeScape staff, like spraying them with silly string and surprising some of them with plastic snakes.